G Fuel. Just drink it, forehead. Ladies and gentlemen of the Talent Squad, welcome back to another competitive guide for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Today, we have Dragapult, the new pseudo-legendary in the game, and honestly, the first thing I want to say about this bad boy is it is an absolute freaking crime that it does not get Shadow Claws. So, we got some spicy sets for you guys today. I'm going to give you guys some sets of this bad boy, and then what I personally recommend on how you should run it. Or at least what I think would be the best option to run it, at least in the early stages of this meta as it's still being developed and whatnot. But overall, my friends, Dragapult is a sick Pokemon. A Dragon Ghost Pokemon is indeed the pseudo-legendary of the game, and it is damn beautiful. So, first and foremost, one set that I want to use right here is a physical terrain set. So basically what we're going to do this is pair it with a Pokemon that is Psychic type, or can at least use a Psychic type attack when it Dynamaxes, so the terrain gets set. And then, of course, you have Acrobatics when the berry triggers, so you get the berry right away, you get +1 for death, you get Acrobatics at full power right off the bat, and then U-turn, because U-turn is huge. Obviously, this thing is so freaking fast. You want to U-turn. Look at the base stats over here, my friends. You got 80 HP, 120 attack, 75 defense, 100 attack, 75 death, and 142 speed. This guy is as quick as can freaking be. So, one little set, like I said here, a little spicy set is Psychic Seed in a Dynamax Pokemon that gets paired with it using some kind of second attack. They get the terrain up for 5 turns, and then from there, you get the full power of the Acrobatics. You get U-turn to pivot out against the checks. Steel Wing for those fairies, and then the Outrage, because Outrage is a physical Dragon Stab that you want to freaking use. Of course, you get confused at the end of it, but it is your best option for a physical Outrage or physical Dragon type attack on this mod right here. Now, one cute set that I'm really not that big of a fan of, but it could work out, you know, in the long run, is a Dragon Dance set with a Lum Berry. Dragon Dance, Steel Wing, Acrobatics, and Outrage. Once again, it is an absolute crime that this Pokemon does not get Shadow Claw. The best move it does get is Shadow Force, which is not the best Ghost Stab you want to have. It's a 2-turn move. Yes, it goes through Protect. Yes, it goes through Detect and things like that, but 2-turn move, they can easily switch in a check to it. However, they don't have no checks left. You can do a lot of damage. So if you don't want Acrobatics on Lum Berry, you can just drop the Acrobatics for, let's say, Shadow Force here. Like I said, Shadow. What the hell is it? Actually, what the hell is it called? Wait, whatever the Ghost Stab move is, Shadow. What the hell is it? It's here somewhere. I'll just show you guys. What the hell is it? Phantom Force is what it's called. You can put Phantom Force there. Like I said, not the best move. Instead of the Lum Berry, you could run, like, I don't know. It just becomes a Dragon Dance set with Phantom Force now. Instead of Lum Berry, you could run. I mean, you can still run the Lum Berry for anti-burn, anti-poison, anti-confusion. But, I recommend something else instead of Lum Berry. But Lum Berry still does indeed work, my friends. Hence the Lum question mark. And, of course, the EVs are mostly going to be max attack, max speed, as you do want to outspeed, or everything you want to outspeed, plus speed side opposing Dragapults in the meta. But we'll get into more intricate sets in a bit. But this is probably not my favorite set to run here. It definitely can be used. Not the most amazing set. It's kind of like an old school, like, old school, like, I guess Salmon set with like a Lum Berry Dragon Dance, or old school, yeah, I don't know. Not the best set here, I'll be honest with you guys. But it is cheeky value something off the books. A little bit of old school with the Lum Berry. Boom. There is the set for you. Now, the set that I personally recommend, one of 2 sets, is a special set, if you ask me. Dragapult has way better special moves than it does physical, so I would love to see this thing running specs. This thing is fast. Nothing's really going to outspeed it. We'll get to that in a bit. Having a spec set on this bad boy is honestly, I think, freaking incredible. Now, there are indeed options, but I think your most consistent option is going to be a Scald, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor. I'm running Timid. You can go Modest if you're greedy. You can go Modest for all that good damage. Just be aware, at 383 speed, you are no longer outspeeding somebody like Weavile, for example, who is 385. Oh, I'm sorry. We're actually speed tying Weavile, so keep in mind, you are now speed tying a Pokemon like Weavile. That is a pretty good Ice Shard check to you. Can do a good amount of damage because you're expanded. And then naturally, it might just outspeed you if you're not running the exact EV 252 spread there. But you definitely can get away with it. Going this, you will speed tie them. That's up to you. if you want to speed tie them. But for me, we can play a little safer, go timid, make sure you outspeed everything you want to outspeed. You can even lower this to like, you can even lower this speed. You're not going to speed tie the poison Dragapults anymore, but for example, if you want to just creep what is it called? The new fish Pokemon, it's 1/3 Barraskewda. He has 136 speed, so for example, if you want to creep that, we could go Barraskewda. Really not that much of a threat for you, but it is a fast mind in the meta, you know, could definitely jack you up somehow. This thing, just go timid, doesn't really matter. 408, you could drop this down to like right here, and then put 44 points at the HP. Or you could put like or you could do actually 48 points. You can do 48 points in the HP. The call is yours. For me personally, I really don't see a point of doing that. Unless you're doing some kind of like, unless you're doing draft league and you get outspeed. You already outspeed everything you want to outspeed, so you lower that, make it a little bit bulkier. But for me, just go with that. Play it safe. Put the 4 points at the HP there, and that is a special Dragapult. However, Draco Meteor, obvious because it's the best Dragon type move for the Spec. Does a lot of damage. Yeah, you drop by 2, but even with the specs, you might be able to squeeze in 2 of these before you really got to switch out. Shadow Ball because it is superior, it is stab, it is the best type ghost move that is special that you can use. Flamethrower for those steel chickens. Ferrothorn is running rampant in this meta. There's a steel Pokemon running around in this meta. You want to be able to hit them somehow. Boom, you got the Flamethrower to do so, my friends. Or if you want to get really cheeky, you go Fire Blast here. And then, of course, Scald, which in my opinion will always be the best move in the game. You could argue knockoff, but for me, I argue Scald is better as the game goes on. That's just my thing. But that's actually a different video for a different day. But I would say Scald. If you want pure power, boom, you want to go all out, you go Hydro Pump here. But I think Scald is superior. That burn chance is absolutely huge. But maybe you're playing Draft League. You don't need a water type attack. Well, guess what, my friends? We got you covered. You can go T-Bolt here. This thing gets T-Bolt. This thing gets Thunder as we're going to get really aggressive. If you don't like either of those options, you can go... Let's see. I think there's one more attack you could go here. We could go like... There's Scald right there. You can go Surf. You want a little bit more power than the Scald. Wouldn't recommend it, but you do you. Tri-Attack for cheekiness. You want to get really cute there. And then maybe... I really don't know. Honestly, I feel like those are the best options all around. You can go like... LOL Hyper Beam, Infestation, Dynamax this thing, get like a really strong attack with Hyper Beam. I don't know, my friends. I think your best bet, if you're in the sun, you go Solar Beam. It's kind of cute. But I would say Scald, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, those things, my friends, are what you want to look at on Dragapult. I think this mod is incredible as a special mod, way better than it is physical. Yes, you don't get D-Dance, but like, I mean, this thing is so fast because you're basically just boosting your attack at this point. Yeah. There are Scarf Mons out there, so if you are Dragon Dancing, like on this set right here, if you are Dragon Dancing, excusez-moi, you can probably have +1 outspeed a lot of Scarfuse at this point, which is actually huge. So if you want to do that, if you want to go Dragon Dance, go for it, my friends. It's just its physical moves are so lacking. It sucks, man. Phantom Force being your only like Ghost Stab that's physical. You could go Astonish. Oh boy. It's basically, if you go physical, you're losing out on a stab if you don't go Phantom Force. Not into the world. Sometimes it's better. You don't even need Ghost Stab sometimes, or maybe you don't. We won't even need Ghost Stab. So you just drop Phantom Force and go like. I don't even know what. For me, I would go Acrobatics here. I like to be cheeky. You know what? Just get the Lum Berry off with the after the Outrage Confusion, and just pop up some Acrobatics. And then +1, +2, you gotta do some damage with Acrobatics. You know, Steel Wing obviously for the fairies, but that's your call, my friends. Now this one, Choice Banded Dragapult. I honestly like this better than the Dragon Dance set, you know, and make sure that U-Turn's hitting hard, Second Fangs is hitting hard, Steel Wing again for those fairies, and then Outrage. I wish he got some kind of physical fire attack for the steel types as well, but he doesn't. Not the end of the world. We have these attacks here just because it's coverage, man. You know, you get U-Turn to pivot out against things you can't deal with. Outrage once all the fairies are dead. Steel Wing to kill a fairy if you have this thing in, and it has a fairy there, you have an answer to it right away. And then Second Fangs because, honestly, what else are you going to put on this thing? Sure, you could go, like, maybe Facade. Go Flame of Facade, but you then use your Choice Band. Like, there's really not that many good moves here when it comes to Sucker Punches, like using because you're so damn fast. But maybe that Scarf User, I really don't know if you would do that. U-Turn is probably the best move this thing honestly gets, in my opinion. Average is standard. Being a fast U-Turn user is huge. Other than that, though, it just does not seem like... You could go Bite for... Not Bite, I'm sorry. Because Dark Pokemon are shooting against you as well. You still have Outrage and U-Turn for the Dark Pokemon. You still do a good amount of damage with Choice Band on them, but... that's really all you can do physical-wise, in my opinion, if you ask me. Again, you can drop second phase your Acrobatics and then run, like, yeah, but it just goes back to a set like this, and yeah, like a set like this, Psychic Seed, Steel Wing, Outrage, Acrobatics, U-Turn. I kind of like this set, you know, I get plus death boost with a Dynamax Fairy, Psychic Pokemon, or Psychic Attack from a Pokemon. Kind of cheeky, it could work. But what I recommend, my friend, the most, I'm a big fan of a mixed Dragapult right now. U-Turn, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Outrage. It kind of gives you the best of both worlds, and the EVs here, in my opinion, are important. With 120 speed and a Hasty Nature, you're at 385, so you outspeed Pokemon such as, go speed tier here. You're not outspeeding Ninjas, you're not outspeeding Excelgor, you probably not really see those Pokemon. You are outsped by opposing Dragapults, obviously, and a Barraskewda, if he gets an Ice Attack, could be a problem as well. I really look at him. But this allows you to outspeed Weavile and down. Everything from Weavile on. And still hit hard with Flamethrowers and Shadow Balls that you want to do with your stab there. Stab, Shadow Ball, and obviously Flamethrower for the Steel types. And Ice types if you really want to get cheeky there. But if you want to go a little bit more, you can outspeed Jolteon. Hidden Power is not in the game, so Jolteon can no longer touch Dragons. So if there's a Jolteon here, my friends, you're not going to be that scared of it. There's no Ice Attack anymore. There's no Hidden Power Ice. So that's why I didn't want to creep the Jolteon. Yeah, you get Shadow Balled, but you resist Electricity. You really care about that. Volt Switch, who cares? You get Shadow Balled, which is a little bit of a problem. So if you're not scared of the Shadow Ball, you can run. What is Jolteon? Jolteon goes to what? 130 basically is 200, correct? That's level 50. At level 100, it's, let's see here, 394. So instead of this, you could do like, what was it? 394. I said you could go to, whoops. You could go here, and then the rest into that's defense into Spitzak. Yeah, you lose that little bit of a power, but I think maybe it might be worth it. Depends how prominent Jolteon is, and like, is Shadow Ball really that scary to you? That comes up to you again if you want to outspeed Jolteon or not. For me, I do want to outspeed Weavile and what do you call it? Weavile and, oh my god, what the hell was it, chat? What the hell was it? It was Weavile and Rabombi, because those are, and like Noivern as well, because those are threats to your Pokemon. You know, a Fairy Stab could jack you up, as long as you still outspeed them, you still get damage. This is what I recommend, my friends. The first original spread that I did have, 385. The rest here, you're hitting the Shadow Balls and Flamethrowers as hard as possible. You get access to both your stabs. You can still pivot. Oh, I didn't even talk about the ability, dude. I've been mostly running Clear Body. You can go Infiltrator. It just comes up to a matter of opinion or preference. Are you gonna get intimidated more, or are you gonna get verse substitute more? You know, it comes down to that preference, what you ever want to do. I don't know if Infiltrator does anything else, but it says right there, it goes through Reflect, Light Screen, Safeguard, Aurora Veil, and Mist. You're gonna see that more, or you're gonna see Intimidate more. In VGC, you're definitely gonna see Intimidate more, so I think you see a lot more Clear Body there. However, it is single, sub is a thing, so if you want to go Infiltrator, go for it. For me personally, I would say go for Clear Body, as Clear Body does prevent any kind of stat drop from your opponent, which is nice, not just intimidates. But I definitely would go Clear Body 9 times out of 10. If you're going special, you can't go Infiltrator because Clear Body doesn't really matter to you from the Intimidate too much anymore. I don't know if there's anything that's going to be dropping you special attack, but here, I actually do have Infiltrator. Look at that. I do have Infiltrator there. Did I click that? I don't know. We do have Infiltrator there to get through subs, because sub is still a threat in the singles meta and doubles as well. But the power is yours, my friend. So my personal recommendation is a mixed Dragapult. Go U-turn. You still get your access to pivoting. You still get your Steel Check. You still get your Ghost Stab. You still get your Dragon Stab. And you still do good damage because you have enough investment plus the Life Orb to do good damage all around. For me personally, I will run a mixed Dragapult with a Hasty Nature, I believe it is. Yes, you do lose your defense stat a little bit, but this thing is pretty frail to begin with. Actually, I should say pretty frail. You know, 88 and 75 ain't the worst in the world, but if you want to the nature, you could go instead of Hasty, you could go Naive, have the lower speed def, or you could go like, just go Jolly still, and don't worry about your speed attack being 10% less, or you could go like, I mean, I don't know, I like being optimal, man. Having the lower defenses is at the end of the world, in my opinion. This thing is pretty frail. It's meant to be a DPS, in my opinion, so that is that, my friends. I recommend Dragapult being a mon of mixed gesture, and that is it, my friends. If you guys enjoyed this video, show some love to the like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have a set you don't like, or you think of a set that's better, boom, lay it on, my friends. At the end of the day, it is a crime that this thing does not get Shadow Claw, and that is that Talent Squad. Stay talented. You guys are sexy. You guys are beautiful, and I'll see you in the next video.